Hello students, welcome to CMS online classes, and this video is for class 9 chapter number 10, and the name of the topic is gravitation. So in this chapter we will talk about gravitation. Okay, so what do you mean by gravitation? All of you have wondered that how the oceans is attached to the earth. Okay, the things that we throw will come down. Okay, so these all are the effects of gravitations. So gravitation is a force of attraction between two objects in the universe. Okay, it's not that it only applies to our earth only. No, it's not that. Okay, means two objects in the universe. It can be of different planets also. It can be planets with the satellites. Okay, so between two objects. So gravitation may be attraction of objects by the earth. Example, let's take an example. So if a body is dropped from a certain height, body means you can say anything. You can say ball, or you can throw. Even if you throw a paper also, it falls downwards. Okay, if you throw a ball, it falls downwards. Even water droplets also, it is due to the gravitation of the earth only, earth's gravity only. Okay, so it falls downwards due to earth's gravity. Okay, that means those gravity are mostly a form of magnets. Okay, which is inside our earth, at the center of the earth, or any objects in the universe. It can be moon also. Okay, so if a body is thrown upwards, it reaches a certain height and then falls downwards due to earth gravity. Okay, it's not that if you throw the things, okay, if you throw a ball, it will directly come down. No, because we are applying force in that case. Okay, so whatever the force is, it will move at certain level and then it will fall down. So we have an example of a apple falling from a tree. Okay, then children is playing with a ball. Okay, throwing upwards and then again catching it. So this is a simple example of gravity. Now let's move to another part. That means gravity may be attraction between objects in outer space also. It's not that gravity is only found in within the earth. Okay, it is found outside the earth also. That means in space also. Example, we have attraction between the earth and the moon. Okay, that means, as we all know, moon is our natural satellite and it revolves around the earth. Okay, it revolves around the earth, and that is due to the gravitational force of the earth as well as the moon. Okay, and due to this only our oceans, in our ocean bodies, high tides and low tides occur. Okay, as for example, if it is nearer, then we see a change in the water level of the ocean. So that is due to the gravitation force of the moon. Okay, second one, attraction between the sun and the planets. That means, as we all know, earth as well as other planets, they revolve around the sun. And how do they revolve around the sun? There is no wires, or there is no thread. Okay, it revolves due to the gravitational force of the sun as well as the planets. So both have some gravitational power. Okay, and due to this only it revolves around a object. Okay, now let's talk about centripetal force. What do you mean by centripetal force? Okay, that means why, if you are riding a car, okay, or if you are in a swing, okay, why you don't fall? Okay, why the object is not thrown away? That is due to the centripetal force. Okay, so when a body moves in a circular path, it changes its direction at every point. That means when a body is in a circular path, it changes its position. That means from this position to, you can say, just take an example of this turning car. Okay, so right now it is here. Okay, after certain time it will move to other end. Okay, so it changes its position. The force which keeps the body in the circular path act towards the center of this circle. That means it is attached to the center of this circle, and this force is called centripetal force. Okay, so the force which acts towards the center of this circle is known as centripetal force. So we have an example here. Just see, in first example, spinning a ball on a string or twirling a ice. That means if you hold a ball, that means it will move along the circular path. Similarly, turning a car in a curved path or in a circular path, we can easily turn the car, and that is, the car will also turn. That is due to the centripetal force that act on the center of the rotation. Okay. Similarly, in a roller coaster also, if the speed is more, okay, we have to see the speed also in all the cases, then the object will not fall at all. But when it is slowed down, if it is not tightly, if what you can say, if the body is not fixed with the object, then the body can fall down. Even planets orbiting the sun also show centripetal force. Okay, that's why Earth and sun, okay, it has a certain distance. It's not that it will move or it will throw away at a certain time. Okay, the planets will move away from the sun. We have a fixed distance, 150 million kilometer, okay, of Earth and the sun. Sometimes due to gravity it can move to 2 to 3 million apart, okay, or it can come towards 2 to 2 million towards the sun, but it's not that it will throw away. Okay. Then we'll talk about universal law of gravitation. The universal law of gravitation states that every objects in the universe attract every other objects with a force which is directly proportional to product of the masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. Okay, that means each and every object attracts other objects in the universe. That means the earth is attracted by moon and moon is attracted by earth. Similarly, sun and earth is attracted. Even other planets are also attracted to various other celestial bodies. Okay, so we see here law of gravitation. Let two objects A and B, suppose the object A and we have object B, of mass m. Object A has mass capital M and object B has mass small m, lie at a distance d. That means distance between them is d from each other. Let F be force of attraction between them. Capital F is a force of attraction between them. So according to the universal law of gravitation, the force between the object is directly proportional to the product of their masses. Okay, that means force is directly proportional to mass. We can see here capital F is directly proportional to capital M into small m. Okay, and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. That means F is inversely proportional to distance square. So combining the two equations, that means equation first one, that is F is directly proportional to capital M and small m, and F is inversely proportional to distance square. Equation we have F is proportional to capital M small m by d square. Okay, so we have the basic formula where G, we can write G is a constant for proportionality called universal gravitational constant. So by cross multiplying we get F into d square is equal to capital G into capital M into small m, or G is equals to F into d square divided by mass of object A and mass of object B. So SI unit of G, that means universal law of gravitation, is capital N m square kg square, and the value is 6.673 into 10 to the power 11 and then mass square, okay, kg square. So these all we will be explaining later on. Okay, now let's talk about free fall. What do you mean by free fall? That means as we discussed earlier, that each and every objects, okay, due to gravitational force come to the earth, okay, means at the surface of the earth. That is called free fall. The earth attracts objects towards it due to the gravitational force. So when an object falls towards the earth due to the earth's gravitational force, it is called free fall. That means no external things is attached. As for example, if you throw a coin from a certain height, okay, it's not that you are throwing. If you just leave it, it will come to the surface of the earth. That means it is called free fall. And when an object falls towards the earth, there is a change in its acceleration due to gravitational force of the earth. Acceleration means speed. Okay, there is a change in speed. So this acceleration is called acceleration due to gravity. Okay, so that the change in or the speed of an object is called acceleration due to gravity. Okay, so this was all about fall. Okay, so let's have a simple equation here. Okay, so the acceleration due to gravity is denoted by small g. The unit of g is same as the unit of acceleration, meter per square. Okay, so from the second law of motion, force is the product of mass and acceleration. That means capital F equals to mass and acceleration A. So we can get for a free fall, force is the product of mass and acceleration due to gravity. So we have an equation F equals to mg, or mg is equals to g, that is acceleration due to gravity, capital M into m divided by d square from the previous equation. Okay, so then we get small g equals to g capital M by distance square, where capital M is the mass of the object, okay, or mass of the earth, and d is the distance between the object. Okay, so for object nearer or on the surface of the earth, d is equal to the radius of the earth r. So the value that we get is 9.8 meter per second square. Okay, so the value, we have to remember this value. Okay, so let's talk about mass and weight. So many of you think that mass and weight are similar, but it's not that. Okay, we have a difference in mass and weight. Okay, mass is another thing and weight is another thing. So let's talk about mass. So the mass of a body is the measure of its inertia. That means if the mass of a body is more, its inertia is more. Inertia means attraction towards the earth. Okay, so the mass of a body is constant and does not change from place to place. Okay, as for example, if you go to moon, okay, the mass remain the same. Okay, whatever you have a mass in the earth, same mass will be in the moon also, and its SI unit is kg. Okay, its SI unit is kg. So weight, the weight an object is the force with which the earth attracts the body. Okay, that means the attraction of the body by the earth is termed as weight, and it can differ from place to place because gravitation of earth is different from the moon and so on. Okay, so the force with which a body is attracted by the earth depends on its mass and acceleration due to gravity. That means force equals to m into g. Since weight of the body is the force with which the earth attracts the body, so weight equals to mass into gravity. Okay, so since g is at a place is constant, that means weight of a body is directly proportional to mass. Okay, that means if it is constant, if g is constant, as for example gravity is constant, okay, that means what we can say, we have a mass of 70 kg. Okay, then what will be our weight? So if it is in earth, that means we will have 70 Newton only. Okay, it is its unit, it will not differ. But if it is not constant, that means gravity of moon is different from earth. Okay, so mass of a body will change with weight in other celestial body, okay, or from other places. That means the weight of the body changes from place to place. Okay, that is because acceleration due to gravity, that means g, is different in different places. Okay, that means in moon or in Mars, okay, moon have different acceleration due to gravity, the value of g. Earth have different value of g. Mars have different value of g. Okay, so it changes. But if it is constant, that means if my weight on earth is 70 kilogram, so in each and every part of the earth my weight will be the same. Okay, it will not be changed. Okay. So the SI unit of weight is the same as force, Newton. Okay, SI unit of weight is Newton. So this was all about weight and mass. So in our next class we will discuss more about gravitation.